today, I think it would be interesting to explore again topic about ditti, view or opinion. And we discussed a little bit about this, but today we would touch more traditional approach to this. What is sammaditthi, what is micchaditthi, what is right view, what is wrong view. And like when you just search this term ditti among all Buddha's teaching, I think only among Sutta Pitaka and Vinaya Pitaka, only in Mula, in root text without commentaries, this word occur more than 2,500 times, something like this. So it may mean just ditti, just view or opinion. It may be also part of compounds like sammaditthi, like right view or wrong view. Also part of other compounds. But long story short, this term, this idea, this like when the Buddha speak about views, we may say it's a lot. Buddha speak about views a lot. And in Sutta Nipata, as we maybe discussed long ago, the like basic and the most famous idea in Sutta Nipata is like don't be attached to any view. Like any view, when you grasp it and hold it, it leads only to suffering. But in other parts of the canon, in like Majjhima Nikaya, Anguttara Nikaya, Samyutta, and Digha Nikaya, we have more ideas about difference between right view and wrong view. And like also among right view, in Sutta we have two kinds of right view. Yeah, like one is Lokya Sammaditthi, like worldly or mundane right view. Another is Lokuttara, like higher, like supreme or super mundane or something like this. So, and interesting is that if person just maybe read like Sutta Nipata, and he may get the sense, okay, attachment to any view is like unsuitable and lead only to suffering. And he may come to wrong conclusions that I don't need any view. Like whatever view people speak about, right view, wrong view, it's like kindergarten. They don't understand. Dhamma, I understand, like no need to attach to anything. So, but it just tells us that he attached to this view, yeah. So, and we may go through like mundane right view of how we describe in Sutta, and try to answer the question, like to compare different views and try to answer the question: is this view is enough for getting liberation, for getting nibbana? Like just having this view, it would be sufficient. Just go up to the end, or no? Or is this view of an ordinary person, like good person, moral person, but ordinary? Or it's a view of Arya Pugala, or it's a view of noble person who is already enlightened? And also we try to answer the question, is this view is important for like leading the holy life, to have a basic, to have a ground, to lead the holy life, to be able later achieve liberation? So these questions what we may like ask when we go through definition of right view. So it starts sammadittika ko hoti pana aviparita dasana. So it means like the person who have right view, his perspective, he's looking not overturned. He's looking not upside down. So like when something upside down, like most of the people don't like it. But when it's like in the right, like this cup with drink, yeah, if it's upside down, I cannot have a drink afterwards. Yeah. So we all like that things would be not upside down, but properly. It also means like this negation. To me, it also implies that, like, at least we shouldn't deny this. At very least, like at the very best, we need to have this right view to practice accordingly. But at the very minimum, we should not deny it and do something against it, because in Sutta a lot of references that person who have a wrong view, it's a direct way to hell. So no one wants to go to hell, of course. So we shouldn't deny it. We shouldn't have wrong view. And the definition starts from atti dinam, atti itam, atti hutam. So it's like there is what is given, there is what is offered on, and there is what is sacrificed. So it's almost like three synonyms describe the similar things. But the idea is like this is exist, like gifts or offering exist in terms of it's a different things from another practice. So from one side we may say like this speak about like there is such things like giving, like dana, yeah, like it gives some result. And from suttas we know that when I, for example, if I'm virtuous and I give something to also virtuous person, it gives me like the highest result. If I give something to not so virtuous person, also I get some result, but less. So, and on another side, when person receive gift, it's also, if he has this kind of view, he need to reflect like, okay, I received the gift, and like, it means something, like, or like, one thing, I need to be grateful and also like value it, that I received this gift, use it properly. Another thing, I may reflect why I receiving this gift, like what kind of quality I have or I may be represent if people offer for me something. Like, it's not just accidentally, yeah. So it may encourage me also to develop this quality and to abstain from some qualities what lead to opposite direction. Also, yeah, and just try to answer this question. Is this view about the gifts, is it enough to get liberation? No. But is it important to have a basic for our holy life? Yeah, so it's very important. It's interesting thing, yeah, like how to not deny something and also be clear and honest with yourself. Yeah, I need something more. To get nibbana, to get liberation, I need something beyond than this. But this is also very important. So next one is ati sukata dukkha tanam kammanam phalam vipaka. There is a result of the good deed and bad deed, like good done actions and badly done, like skillful action or unskillful. So this in another word like law of karma. Yeah, we have this kamma dayada, kamma sakomhi, and so on. So whatever action I will do, that result I will get. So also, is it important for our holy life as a basic? Yeah, it's very important. But is this view sufficient enough to get liberation? Maybe no. Only this view would not get us to Nibbana. So this view of a good, moral, virtuous, like common person. But this is not view of an enlightened person. I mean, of course, enlightened person understands this. So, next one is ati ayan lokam, ati paro lokam. So there is this word, and there is another word, or word beyond. So from another side, it speak about rebirth. Yeah, like there is something, some existence here and some existence afterwards. And if I believe in previous one, there is actions and the good and bad result of this. Then, if I believe only in that, without any word beyond, I may still be virtuous person here, but may not really so be concerned about my next rebirth, my next destination, if I don't believe in this. And on this account, I think Bhante Arya had a good online recording talk, like scientific rebirth gambling, he called it, I think. So it's based on some sutta. When if you play some game, like gambling game, if you want to be on the safe side, you want to bet on something, what you would know, you would not lose anything, but also if you are lucky, you will win more. So in like applying the same principle, if person believe in rebirth, believes that okay, good action bring good result, bad action bring bad result, and there is a rebirth. So as a very minimum, he do like good things, he conduct himself righteously, follow some morality, and even in this very life he win, like society like him, like his friends like him, family members, and wise people praise him. So usually when person like righteous and virtuous, people like this person, people like to associate with this person. And if I would, for example, do some business, I would prefer to have a business partner who is virtuous, who would not cheat me. So it's common sense. So it's kind of one minimum win. And if there is a rebirth, and if there is a next life, So this person would get some appropriate destination, good destination, like maybe heaven. But if there is no rebirth, if there is no such things like heaven, at least a very minimum, this person conducts this life and he's happy and peacefully and harmoniously exists in this very life. So this kind of gambling where you on the safe side, whatever, like there you're on the safe side. But this view speak about like also atti ayan lokam, like there is this word. And interesting is that usually when we read this, there is this word, there is next word. We just pay attention on the next word actually. Because this word, I mean, of course it exists. But interesting is that nowadays, I mean, and even in Upanishad and Vedic text, we can find there are such ideas that people believe that it's just a dream, It's just like now very common, it's just computer game. It's just like virtuous reality. Like nothing exists actually. It's just like a game or some script what run there. And kind of idealist view, there is only mind, nothing there. And if person believes such things, it may really lead to some belief that for him doesn't matter. Like it's a game. Whatever I do, like why I need to care? Why I need to even follow the rules? Like there's nothing exists, only my mind. So you can go to some extreme if you deny that something exists. What we experience now? Yeah, from Buddhist teaching we know that we may experience only contact. Yeah, like we cannot see like form itself. We like perceive only how our eye perceives this form. It's not a form, but we cannot say the form does not exist. Something there, like we call it rupa, like it has some qualities, and we see kind of like effect of these things, but it's there. So again, like this view, like is it like important for our basic holy life, for practicing sila? Yeah, it's important. But only this would be sufficient enough to get nibbana? No? Yeah, like we need something more. It's very important, basic ground. So next one is atti mata, atti pita. So there is mother, there is a father. So these people exist. These people different from other people. We have some relationship to our parents. We have some responsibility to our parents. Yeah, they raise us, they support us a lot, and maybe even still supporting if they're still alive. So we need to be grateful. We need to like try to support them back. Whatever resources we have, we need to share with them. So it's our responsibility. And in suttas there is one reference for this. Buddha say like the debt, whatever you have to your parents, it's so big that even you carry your parents on both shoulders, you would never like pay back this debt. But when you be able to establish them in saddha, in faith, in understanding that like there is a Buddhist teaching lead to liberation, or in sila, if it's necessary, if they need some morality, or in samadhi, in stability of mind, or in wisdom. So in this way, it's possible to kind of repay this debt. So also, again, we may say it's very important to have a basic good life, but we need something more to get liberation. Then would be interesting thing. Atisatta opapadika. There are such things like spontaneously reborn beings. So yeah, interesting. Like when I first read it, like why Buddha speak about this? Like because spontaneously reborn beings, it's most likely refer to devas or yakas or petas, any beings which don't have a body like we have, physical body. They have some other bodies, like maybe subtle body or even mind body, whatever. But the way how they was born, they were born, it was not like we born from something, from mother or from eggs like animals do. They was kind of spontaneously reborn. And to me it seems like it's kind of addition to previous ideas. So we already discussed about karma, good deeds and bad deeds. We already discussed about this word and another word. But if only that, person may think, okay, there is a rebirth, but I may be reborn only as a human being or as an animal. That's it. Yeah, everything what we see, or insect or whatever, But I cannot see subtle living beings. Yeah, and if I don't believe in them, I may just deny that there are not such things like gods and so on. So again, this view help us to be on the safe side. We on the safe side. And the last one, there is in this world samana brahmana, like ascetics and brahmins, like holy men, who practice well, and by this practice they saw by personal experience this word and another word, and they declare it, they open it. Such people who like can attain such psychic power, they may see like next word and rebirth, all these kind of things, and they declare, they share about these things. And I mean, why it's important to have this view, or at least not deny these things at very least, because like one thing, it can lead directly to conflict. Yeah, if someone, because it's also referring to someone who have, let's say, near-death experience. Like he not a sage, he not a holy man, but he may experience something like on account of some accident, and then he may report, I saw heaven, I saw hell, I saw such things. And if you kind of deny this, you may say, oh, it's nonsense, you just saw something, like you was in pain or whatever. And it may lead to conflict, and it may lead you to, because these such small things here and there, they may increase your faith. They may force you to really practice better. If it's not even happened with you, if it's happened with someone else, and if you take it seriously, you may reconsider your life. Like, okay, maybe I need to be more careful with this, really apply my mind for some practice. And in Indian like culture, we have some ideas that, or stories, like fairy tales or whatever, when some rishi, like some holy men, they practice in mountains somewhere very good, and they attain some good stability of mind, good concentration. But they're not yet arahant. They still have some greed or aversion. And it's happened that someone interrupts this person from his meditation. And motivated by this first like impulse by hatred, this holy man, he may curse this person, or may wish something like, or may you like become sick or disease, or may your mother die, whatever. And this happened because this person have a very strong like samadhi faculty. He have a very strong and sharp mind, but he not yet pure. Like he still have some intentions. And I mean, okay, it's true or not, but at least if I believe in this, I'm kind of safe. I believe, okay, it's possible. This person may have these things. I can be inspired from him, and I don't go to conflict. So, again, like all this view, what we discuss, is it? We already kind of come to conclusion. Yes, this is very important for the basic, to have like a ground in our practice. But it's by itself only is not sufficient, not enough to get liberation. So to kind of be honest and again be like on the safe side, to take it on account, but ideally undertake and practice accordingly, and then like to again learn something about like Uttara, Lokuttara, right view, and how other ways how to get liberation. Already have these basic, have these foundations. So yeah, I wish all of us to take in account this view and be good people, do good and don't do bad.